Welcome to episode 10 of the Super Poopy Podcast. This episode, we're going to tell stories, more stories about retail and everything. We started to do this, I do remember we started to do this in episode 2, but like we always got sidetracked with other shit. Oh, yeah, don't do that.
What'd I do?
I don't know.
You thought of something.
What are you hating over there? What are you hating over there today, Simone?
What do I hate today?
Somebody named...
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I hate that.
Well,
What's
what are
a-
these? Honey barbecue? I don't like
No.
salt and vinegar chips.
What about,
You
what's his
suck.
name? The boss we fought.
Oh,
Best shit
the
out there.
the Dream Eater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
The
that.
Dream Eater boss from Remnant from the Ashes.
Fuck
Fuck
All
that
right.
boss. That was one of the hardest fucking bosses I ever had to fight in any fucking video game.
What else? What's going on in the real world today?
What's going on in the real world?
We talk about the fact that Steve-O duct taped himself to a billboard.
Yes, we can.
Isn't that the second time he's done that?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's the
I think
first time
the
it was
time it's
live on
been
Facebook.
live on news.
Oh, I think he just took a picture of it the last
No, it was all on the news. They had to get him down.
Yeah, Fox
No,
had
no,
it
no,
live.
How did he
No,
get
the
himself up there?
The first time.
Duct tape.
Yeah, but who proceeded to duct tape him?
Who?
Yeah,
Somebody from Jackass.
that's
There's
ridiculous.
gotta be somebody from Jackass.
Somebody
Bye,
from
Glenn.
Jackass helped him do that.
They
They probably had Wee Man hanging off the ladder on a chopper
Probably.
or something, just
Wee
yeah,
Man
that
on
that
the
happened
chopper.
last week. That was pretty funny. But no, we're gonna do a nice little storytelling, retail stories because everybody's got something. Or if you read something that
I
was
thought
fucking.
we were doing retail stories.
that's literally what we just said.
Oh.
Hit him. Yeah. So you want to kick us off there, Simone?
I had a weird old man health scare.
What about 17 years of experience?
We talked about that.
I'll talk about that again, but I want to talk about this. I thought I was gonna have to call an ambulance for this old man
Oh my god.
Welcome back, Glenn.
because I was at Giant and you were a cashier at Giant. You know how there's those people that just come in all the time.
Yeah.
And then some of them you're kind of friendly with, so they come to your line on purpose, and you're like, "Yo, what's up?"
Like my neighbor.
Okay, yeah, something like that. There was this old guy that would always come in really old, and he would always just kind of have a little reusable bag of some shit he wanted to pick up. And he was a really nice old man, but one time he came up and he was really struggling, just picking up little things out of the bag, and he was shaking and breathing weird, and I didn't really know if I should just be "Do you have your bonus card today, sir?"
We're yo, are you good, bro?
Yeah, I was "Are you okay, sir?" And he's like, no, and he's shaking his head no, and he's still trying to put the shit on the belt. I'm stop, and I turned my light out, and I was how can I help you right now? What's going on? And he's I just need to sit down. And I ran to the break room and came back with a chair and gave him a chair, and I was "Do you need some water or something?" He's yeah. And I was "Do you need an ambulance?" He's yeah. And I was what the fuck is going on? And I had to get my manager. She was calling an ambulance. I went to get him water out of the fridge and shit. And that's about it. But that freaked me out. I didn't know what the fuck to do.
I have a story like that, except I'm the main character in that story.
Proceed.
The big times that my seizures have actually put me in the hospital. All the times I was working at Toys R Us.
While you were working there?
Mm-hmm. When my
Oh.
seizures started, I started working at Toys R Us, and then I went back. I wasn't diagnosed with seizures the first time. They kind of just thought I passed out, which is very unlike me to do, in a cool store. And then the second time it happened when I went back to work a couple weeks later, and then they were something's wrong with you. So then it was under control, and then when I moved up to Boston, it happened again in the summertime. And I was literally in the middle of texting my dad to tell me that, hey, I need my medicine. I forgot to take it as I was running late. And I know I sent it, but I didn't send it in time because I woke up in an ambulance.
Fuck.
And I always wake up and they sound like they're screaming at me because everything's starting to come together.
Yeah.
And they're just what's your name? I'm Tony.
Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Tony. And
Fuck
pushes
you,
me out the
Tony.
fucking ambulance. But that one, because what made that one more different was because I was in tremendous amounts of pain.
Yeah.
And like they released me, and I was in the backseat of who my dad was dating at the time, and I was like, pull over. Like, why? I was like, pull the fuck over. Pulled over, open the door. Blah! All right, we can go home. I was out for like 6 or 7 hours.
Damn.
I was retardedly exhausted. But yeah, it's only happened at Toys R Us. None of the other ones have ever put me in the hospital.
No, you had another one that happened, though. Well, it didn't happen. We prevented it, but it was coming on.
Yeah.
Traveling to Florida, and we stopped at that rest area.
Oh, yeah.
In the restroom.
Yeah, so, was it fluorescent lighting? And a fan is, I guess, is what triggers it.
Yeah.
And my body, I've got the symptoms now. Remember, like, you're sitting like a chair at the mall? It's a vibrating chair? My body does that. And then I start losing hearing. And then I start losing where I am. And then everything comes back. And then I pass out. But we're going to Florida. And we went in, and my head started pounding. And I was like, shit. And then my body started to vibrate. And I was like, Dad, we got to go. Now. And I sat down, and everything relaxed itself. And because I took my medicine, too. And that's, I guess, my medicine was kicking in. Yeah, that was fun.
Damn.
That was absolutely fun. But, like, the doctors don't know what made my seizures go away for, like, 18 years and come back out of nowhere.
Wild.
This is why I had to keep getting tested every, like, 6 months.
Damn.
Like, yeah, we're going to do this test. It's going to tell us. No, it's not.
He said, no, it's not.
But yeah, that's my medical thing. It only happened at Toys R Us. But where have you worked at, Quinn?
A lot of places.
A lot of retail places?
Retail, not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Grocery
other than-
stores.
Is it grocery stores
That's retail enough.
Yeah. They're essential.
Not really anything crazy, just typical Karens.
Hotel Karen store. They're
This-
always good.
I can't even think, bro, because I was always so fucking high when I went to work. Then I go home on lunch break and smoke more. And then I come back and I'm just like, fuck, dude, I'm too high.
zoinked.
Yeah, dude, I get back to work and I'm like,
Bro,
whoa.
some weird shit happened to me once. Well, one time I scanned a lady's turkey around Thanksgiving and it came up as negative $400.
My dad.
And I was like, it's your lucky day. Because that means I would have to give her $400.
Damn.
But, like, then they fixed it. But another time, like, I was just having, like, a really hard time for a couple months when I was working at Giant. So, like, I would just be, like, pretty emotionless when I was, like, scanning people in and stuff. And this one guy came through the line with his wife. And you know how, like, when you're depressed, you still laugh at, like, suicide jokes? Even though you're kind of, like, true.
Yeah.
Like, this dude, like, I would just be like, how you doing? You have a bonus card? No? Okay. And then I would just be like, beep, 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 beep. All right, here's your total. But, like, the guy came up and I was like, how you doing? Completely straight face. But yeah, I like started scanning him in, and then he was like, it's like, you doing all right, man?
When are you doing that?
Do I gotta call the suicide hotline? And then his wife like slapped him, and I started laughing for like the first time in like 2 months. He's like, we gotta call the suicide hotline. She's like, Ron, stop! Oh my god!
One of my favorite stories is I remember
Literally
telling
gonna
this.
have to call the suicide hotline. Bro, I would have lost my shit.
Dude, I was sad as fuck, and I started laughing, dude.
He started
I
crying.
was like, yeah,
afterwards.
good one.
One of my favorite stories. I know I told you guys when we weren't on the podcast, but it was Christmas time. There's a story that somebody took like that really expensive drone and just walked out of Toys R Us with it. So it was me and one of my former bosses, and I'm working at R Zone, and I remember looking at them. And they had the thing in their hand, and I went to go do something else, and he radioed me, even though he could have just yelled, because R Zone's like, I'm right here. The main desk is right there. He could have just yelled. He radioed me. He was like, "Did you scan a customer with one of the most expensive drones?" No. Shit. Why? They just waved at me, have a good holiday, and walked out the fucking store.
Damn.
And I was like, "What's one?" And I went to see like, we only had one of them because it was almost $1,000, and I was like, "Yeah, it's gone." He goes, "Fuck." Well, okay.
I mean, all you can do at that point is put in a police report, right?
Not gonna do anything.
I mean, you're not really supposed to.
Can't
in
put a
retail,
fucking-
like.
No, because the funny thing about it is where we worked at Toys R Us, all we had to do was wait till after Christmas. They'd bring it in and see something was wrong with it and try to get money back for it. And we can just bust them for that.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's great. But I don't know. I don't know.
At least every time, every job I've had in retail, they
that
specifically
fucking thing better
tell
fucking
you,
worked. They sold it.
Yeah, they specifically tell you you're not supposed to like really do anything other than ask if they need help.
It wasn't even that. It was just have a good holiday. They
Yeah.
walked out the
But,
store.
like in my
They
case,
said
like,
have a good holiday. To
yeah,
him.
because
He
there's
just
a lot
looked
of
at him.
shit where I work that people would want to steal and like sell to like contractors and stuff. But like if we see somebody acting weird, all we have to do is continuously ask them, "Do you need help with anything?"
Yeah, that's what they
and
tell
then
us
they
to
start
do.
getting nervous and you know. But
We
I
have-
mean, like straight, like we don't give a fuck where we work. I'm gonna just be like, "You gonna pay for that, man? Because you're looking awfully weird."
Be like the episode of SpongeBob. Do I have to follow you
Bro,
all
me and
day?
JT walk around holding our vests like cops and shit. And we,
yeah.
yeah, we do that and we just walk around. We're like, "What are you doing, sir?" Like,
What are you fucking doing, man? But it was just like they waved at me and said have a good holiday and walked out the fucking store. I didn't see receipts, so I didn't make sure. Yeah, they didn't. Fuck. Okay. Well, after that, when we got that back, we fucking. I don't know why we didn't do that to begin with. Put the fucking thing on it.
Spider wrap. We didn't have any.
So we made sure, like, when we put it off the truck, it was like, hey, we got more of that drone that people steal. With a fucking spider wrap on it. Okay.
well, did you guys not have like the?
No, we didn't
security
fucking
thing on
have
it?
any.
We had the security, but what happened, it had to be displayed in the display case so people could see that we had it. And what happened was the person asked to be able to see it out of the display case. He took it out, and they got distracted and walked out the store with it.
People are crafty, man.
You know, I was telling, but I was like, we should like, because we usually get like, you know, big bulks and stuff for Christmas. And I was telling, I was like, we should, if it's going to be drones or anything, we put it in the R zone room, which is where like the only thing in the R zone room that we had was stuff for Skylanders. I was like, what?
4,500.
Yeah, I was like, why is this here? I was like, I don't give a fuck if people steal this. This is fucking $10. Whatever, take them. It doesn't even
Whatever.
work. The game doesn't even fucking work. It's been discontinued. Whatever, have it. I was like, we should take it, put the extra stuff in there, put the display case, take the thing out of the box, and put heavy shit in the display case. So when they fucking steal it and they go home, they'd be like, "What's this?" And a note that says, "Fuck you." So when they try to prevent it, hey, I bought this. Where's the fucking receipt? I don't have one. I have you though. I don't know why we never did that. What about you, Glenn? Any retail stories?
I never really worked retail, except I guess a close thing would be working at dry cleaners.
You worked at your dad's restaurant.
That's kind of retail.
Sort of, yeah. I worked as, I think, 2 or 3 different things at the restaurant. I worked as a, first was a busboy, basically cleaning up dishes and everything. Second was I was a waiter. And third was I was just the main like dishwasher guy, and I prepped like all like the salads and like appetizers and things. Nothing really exciting happened there, except for probably just like the random customers coming through asking, because we weren't a BYOB and we didn't serve alcohol at all. But we had like alcohol displayed up on the shelves. Like fancy wines and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be asking for things like that. And I'd be sitting there like, oh no, and then I'd just get into awkward conversations about why they can't have this. And for another reason, like we have a pretty big menu, but there was no wine and there was no alcohol in there. And they were very confused why I wasn't going to give it to them.
I mean, you can look at it. You
Yeah.
can't have it.
You can look at it, but I'm
Ooh,
sorry,
I
we don't want to pay like the what's it called? The liquor. Is it?
Yeah, like the
license?
liquor license fee and all that.
Well, do you know how expensive that is? That's really expensive.
I don't know much about it. I mean, my first job was at a restaurant, and I have a couple funny stories about that.
Yeah, I'll
Wasn't
tell-
the one you told us where the dude came in? He was like, "Do you ever see fucking Transformers?" And then was that?
No, that was at my dad's restaurant when I was like 6,
Oh,
and
okay.
like my parents both worked there, so after school I would always have to go there. So I was just there all the time. But like my first job at an Italian restaurant, I remember there was this lady that would call all the time for delivery, and for some reason I was always the one who picked up the phone when she called. And first of all, that was rough because I was working in the kitchen, and I was the only one in the kitchen that spoke all the languages we need to function. So like I would be making cheesesteaks with the phone on my shoulder and like writing orders down and shit, and
Right.
doing some like fucking like 8-armed bullshit. But like there was this lady that would always call, and whenever I said like De Lorenzo's pick up or delivery or how can I help you or whatever, and then she would say hi, like the first thing she said. But for like literally like 3 months straight, every time I thought she said I'm high, I need to get a delivery. And I would always think to myself, like, I don't fucking care that you're high, you stupid bitch. And like I would just get super judgmental like in my head. And then like months later I realized that she was just saying high. But every time
So
I thought
dumb.
she was like, I'm high, I need to get a
Who was really
delivery.
high at that point?
Well, me most of the time.
That's fucking.
Yeah,
when
and
I-
then there was a time they fucking. Apparently, this is just like a common prank in like Italian restaurants because we serve espresso, and then you dump out the grounds, and they're usually like formed into like a
Oh,
cake.
you and
'cause
I
have
were
to, like,
talking
press them
about
into the
this.
thing. Yeah, I
you
told
and
you about it.
You were doing.
But like some
this.
customer like brought in like chocolate cake for everybody for some reason, and they were giving us slices. We were eating them while we were cooking, and like they gave me like one of the Guatemalan guys came over with a second slice. And he's like, "Oh, here, you can have another one because the cake's really big." And I was like, "Oh, sick!" And I just took a huge chunk of it, and it was all espresso grounds. It was the nastiest shit ever, dude.
Yeah.
I literally like ran to the sink and spit it out. It was the driest, most disgusting shit I've ever put in my mouth. Like used coffee grounds.
It was pretty funny when I started working on IHOP. And it was the greatest thing ever because Glenn was in Mississippi, and like I told him, I'm going to be a cook again at IHOP. And it wasn't maybe two weeks later, I called him and he called me to tell me something, and I was like, yeah, I'm a chef, and they made me do lawn work today, and now I have poison ivy. After I told them that's poison ivy right there, and they're too fucking lazy and cheap to go fucking get a landscaping company. Some dude, I'm pulling the fucking shit, and he comes over, he goes, "Do you work here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm one of the chefs." He goes, What are you doing out here?" He goes, "Apparently I'm a fucking landscaper too." He goes, "I have a company." He's like, "I could have done this for like $80." And I was like, "That's too much for the owners." Like, I would have done it for 20 then. I was like, so I couldn't cook.
You should go tell him.
I couldn't cook for fucking 4 weeks because I'm like highly allergic to poison ivy.
Yeah,
It'll
so am I.
it'll just fucking continue. Like my whole fucking arm is mutating. And I told Glenn that, and Glenn just goes, "I fucking hate that job, dude." Like, I was like, I'm not a fucking landscaper, okay?
Oh,
and I didn't even
that's
get paid
dumb.
extra for that.
Hey, it's okay. He didn't spend as much money as I did in Mississippi. That's
like
my problem.
Oh my god.
I didn't have to do
that's
that
why
kind
he
of
kept
stupid
calling
shit.
because he goes, "I fucking hate this lawyer, dude."
Yeah, I had to deal with a lawyer on top of I had my fucking military school work that I was trying to get done. But between everything that I was doing, I was arguing with the lawyer.
Oh.
He's like, "This lawyer made everything fucking worse."
He did. The person you get from the state was easier to deal with than this guy.
It was so fucking funny. But like on my arm, there's still like bits and part, like you could see like where the
Bro,
poison
like,
ivy was. It's fucking retarded.
I didn't have to do that much like random shit that had nothing to do with my job when I worked there, but sometimes my boss would take money out of the register, and like, you know how when they do that, like spending company money, they need like the receipt for shit. Like all he needed was a jug of milk. He gave me some money, and I ran back 7-Eleven like down the street, like on foot with my apron on and everything. And I just got a fucking jug of milk, came back, and he's like, "Where's the receipt?" I was like, "It's a fucking jug of milk. And this is just like a tiny business. Like, you really need it?" And he's like, "Yeah, go get the receipt." So I ran back down the street to this fucking Indian dude at 7-Eleven. I was like, "Is there any way I can get the receipt for the milk I just bought?" And he's like, I don't know. And then he started like fishing through the computer and he couldn't get it. And I came back and I was like, I can't. He's like, what the fuck? Because dude, like my boss at that place was like one of those fucking chefs that would just scream like louder than Gordon Ramsay.
Mm-hmm.
Like people would come to eat there just to hear him scream in the kitchen. Because he would just get so pissed, just scream about everything. But like most of the time he was joking.
Yeah.
And like he would yell at me in Italian and I would just yell shit back. Just like stupid shit. He would be
Yeah.
giving me like sex advice like in the middle of cooking food and shit, but in Italian, so nobody knew what he was saying. But
No wonder
me.
your sex life is terrible. He took that shit for
Nah,
granted.
he had some good advice.
Okay, why haven't you used that?
Yeah, where's this good advice?
I don't know. I didn't really take it because he was way too bold with that shit, man. Like,
alright.
dude, I remember one time he called me because we had these two tables in the like right by the front counter, and then there was like a separate dining room. But like the two front tables were usually for people that just came in and like got a slice or something and like, sat down and eat it. But like one time I was like in the middle of a bunch of like big ass orders of cheesesteaks and shit, and he called me over to the front table, and I didn't think I was in trouble because like he does this shit all the time. But like he called me over there, and I sit down, and I sat like across from him.
Yeah.
And he's facing the counter, and then he's like, come sit over here. And he scooted over, and I switched sides, and I was like, what's this about? And he's just looking at this girl's ass. And he's like, he said to me in Italian, he's like, just look at her. She's like sculpted by Michelangelo. It's just the most beautiful thing I ever seen. And he literally just went on.
Could you say that in Italian?
Yeah, guarda sto culazzo. È proprio fatto di Michelangelo.
That's fucking amazing. Yes.
He said it differently because he speaks in like dialect, and I could hardly understand him half the time.
Oh, okay.
Because I only ever learned how to speak I guess traditional Italian.
I can't wait to reteach myself Italian so I can just have
I can
conversation.
help you out with that. With traditional Italian, I can help you out. Sicilian, I'm
I
lost.
can't figure out what my.
We got family members that speak to me in Sicilian because they know I can't understand it. They
Somebody's just like-
they do that as a joke.
Yeah,
You'd
probably.
be surprised how fucking wildly different it is.
Why don't you just speak to them in Spanish then? Throw them off completely.
Because they'll understand it. It sounds like Italian.
You gotta speak Russian.
I don't think he was Sicilian. I think it was traditional.
No, you gotta learn Japanese.
I have to.
They
It
won't-
depends.
I'm friends with him on
If
Facebook.
we're from the north, then we know the dialect of that place, but they all speak traditional until they're like hanging out with their buddies. But in Sicily, like everyone's always speaking Sicilian. You know,
Yeah.
people from Naples
He's definitely
do that.
it's definitely traditional. But I definitely want to like relearn it. So like in the middle of the podcast, you and I would just have a separate conversation in Italian.
Yeah, like one
We
of
gotta
those
do it when
times
Quinn's
where we're
absolutely
like,
fucking
yeah,
big.
we're like all six of us are having our own conversations and we're just
It's
speaking in Italian.
Yeah, just in a different language.
Call the episode Clusterfuck.
Yeah.
What was Joey Diaz saying that one time that you were like freaking out?
Oh my
because-
god, what was he? It was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life, dude. Oh, I,
don't
can't remember
know.
what the fuck he said.
Something
You
about
think you could find
something
that
about
video?
sucking dick.
Oh, sukalamink.
No, sukalamink. I gave it a sukalamink.
Oh my god. But yeah, I
That shit was so
definitely- I
fucking
wanna-
funny.
Simone's like, what's going
I
on?
don't know. I want to like relearn this. So, like when I go over to Simone's house and his parents start talking in Italian to each other or something.
You just go sukalamink.
Yeah.
Or my parents would be like, "Get the fuck
Okay.
out."
Yeah. But I mean, I can actually fucking understand.
I'm
Because
gonna walk in and be like, hey, where's
It's
the
super funny
freaking
because-
gabagoo?
I couldn't like it was up for a whole almost 6 or 7 months. Like I knew it because every time I went there, you know, he'd be talking like how you talk, plain English, everything, no accent with it or anything. And then if it was the weekday and there was really nothing going on, it'd be a chillax day. And then like the weekend came in the summertime, totally different fucking kitchen. And at one point, I think I said when we hired a new busser and a new prep, they were prepping other stuff while we were cooking, and he was telling me to do something, and I was telling him that I was doing it, and he was like, "You're doing it wrong." And in the middle of it, like you couldn't hear in the dining room, but like when the waiters came back, all you heard, I was just like, "You fucking taught me how to do this. I know what the fuck I'm doing." It's in Italian. And he's flipping a steak, and he just goes, "Oh, you right? I'm sorry." And the waitress is just like, "Everything okay back here?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're good."
Dude, it gets like that in the kitchen. I don't know why. Like
'Cause
people just immediately boom and you just start fucking screaming. Like,
I wasn't even mad. He was like, "You're doing it wrong." And like, whenever like I'm doing something and like somebody
you argue about like anything.
Yeah.
Like fucking the dudes would be like, "Are you putting like 6 drumsticks and 6 fucking
Yes.
like wings in there?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yes, yes. I could just cut the fucking bag open. I'm
Yeah.
putting them in. I'm counting
it
it.
was-
1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3."
It wasn't. I remember what I was doing. I was putting fucking. He was telling me to make sure to put the spaghetti in the sauce in the pan, and I was like, at first I was like, the spaghetti's not
Where am
done.
I gonna put it in my
Yeah,
ass?
yeah, I was like, it's not done yet. I was like, I got 2 more minutes on it. Okay, put a thing in the pan. It's not done yet. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. You fucking told me I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put the fucking thing when it's fucking done.
Yeah, and you know how like each section of the kitchen gets like protective about something like that the
Yeah.
waitresses want to do for their customers.
Oh my
like
God.
we would have the little like the appetizer salads on a little plate or whatever that could just come with the food.
Yeah.
And they would be like, "Oh, she wants croutons on hers," and we're like, "No, they only come on the Caesar salad. You can't take the croutons." And then they would come by and just kind of like snatch croutons.
Oh my! There was
And
a
dude, one time, literally, dude, she did it, and I was watching her. I slapped them out of her fucking hand, like onto the fucking grill, and I was like, "No, those are our croutons. We run out of them all the time. They're only for the Caesar salads. You can shut the fuck up. Tell them we don't have any fucking croutons unless they order Caesar fucking salad."
Caesar fucking salad.
So he like it's his restaurant, and one of like the seasonal waitresses we hired was. I already knew I hated this bitch because she just had that bitch attitude.
Ah, that's the worst.
4th of July fell on a weekend. Busiest fucking day. We're getting ready. Everything's going pretty smoothly. You know, we're doing. What the fuck? Hello,
Where did that come from,
Quinn? Did you throw this?
No.
Did you throw this?
She
You
threw
fucking
this.
bitch.
bro? That sounded like it came from over there.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So it
He
was
was yelling at me over here like, fuck, I didn't...
It
You
was-
see me?
Wait, don't tell me I know how to do it. You taught me how to do it.
it was some similar to that. I forget the fuck. It was like crispy bacon bits went on something, and I was like, it takes a while because we made like homemade crispy bacon bits. And I had to fucking sit there and cook it in the middle of a fucking service. So she came in, and what made it worse? It was her fucking family that came in. She goes, "This order's my family," and I was like, "Fuck, okay." She's like, "Well, don't fuck it up." And I don't know why. It was all calm. I wasn't mad or anything. She was like, "Don't fuck this one up. It's my family." I threw my fucking spatula across the fucking thing and just was just like, "How fucking dare you come in fucking here and you tell me not to fuck up your fucking family's food? I will spit in this fucking food. I swear to God, get the fuck out!" And she looked at it and goes, "Get out." That's it. I don't know what to tell you. I made everything, and I was like, I'm gonna go out real quick. And I went out, and I went to her table, and she saw me coming over, and I was like, "How was your food? You know, how was it good? Everything was good." She goes, "Fucking wonderful." And I wanted to be like, "Good, I fucking spit in it because of your fucking daughter." But obviously I didn't spit in it. But I was like, "Good, I'm glad." And I looked at her, and I was like, I like, "Mouth, don't ever fucking tell me what to do again."
That fucking restaurant glare.
Yeah.
I know what that
And I
is.
walked back in, and we were leaving, and he's like, "Joe, come here." I was like, "What?" He goes, gave me a kiss on the forehead. He goes, "I love having you work here sometimes." I was like, you just get mad at everything. I was like, everything was going smoothly until she fucking came in and said something to me. He goes, "Come on, I'll go buy you a beer." And I was like, "All right, let's go."
I'll go buy you a beer.
He'll send me random memes sometimes, just because he'll see me get tagged and stuff. But it's usually like Clorox memes. And he goes, "You should eat one of these." Like, he fucking wants me to kill myself.
My boss at that restaurant was
And his
like,
fucking
doing
his
some
name
weird
is
shit.
Ezio. Like,
Oh,
that's his
yeah.
yeah. And I was like,
So yeah, my boss he would like he had his brother running the place too, so like he had some time to himself. Like he would take naps, and he had an exercise bike in our storage room.
I fucking hate when people have
Yeah, so like
exercise shit
he
in
would
the
like
fucking
call
restaurant.
me. He would call me on the phone when I'm cooking. He's like, "Yo, come to the storage room," and I'd like go outside and like out the other side door, and walk in, and he's on the fucking exercise bike, just no hands, like. going at
That's
it.
what you fucking think he's
He's
big
like,
and mighty.
"I need you to get the carrots out of the freezer and put them on the table, and you have to bring the rags, put them in the old bag, and get the new ones out." And he'd just give me like little things to do, or like one time, oh, this was great. There was like 5 days that I didn't even have to go to the restaurant because for some reason he asked me, he's like, there's a Macy's in Ardmore that's closing down and we're going to go get all their shelves. And I was like, what? I was like, for
Okay.
what? he's like, I'm building a wine rack for my house. So I'm getting paid more than what I was making at the restaurant just to go with him for 5 days every day with a U-Haul to this torn down Macy's that had like liquidation sales going out because they were just selling everything like half price. And we just went to the back in their storage rooms and they had an agreement with us that we would just tear down their shelves and just take them all.
Oh,
And they were just like these metal like shit shelves.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
dude.
know if he ever did anything with them, but I got
Probably
paid
not.
for that.
hell yeah,
He
dude.
kept buying
I
me
got paid.
Starbucks, and it was the weirdest like 5 days ever, dude.
It was what I loved about that place is whenever I would go in there, like if we knew we were gonna be busy, I had to go there like 9 o'clock in the morning. Hey, timekeeper, go look at the time at. You're right there. Go look at the timekeeper. You got glasses.
We all got glasses.
30 minutes.
Awesome. That took you a while.
I didn't know where the fuck it was.
So
I never looked
I
at
had to be there by
OBS.
like 8:30 because
I saw that.
if we knew it was gonna be busy, we had to like actually go and buy extra shit for the day. And he called me. He called me like 7. He goes, "You on the way?" And I was like, it takes you 10 minutes to get to the fucking restaurant. I'm not gonna show up at 7:45. I'm gonna show up at 8:20 like I usually do. I'm taking a fucking shower." And he goes, "I'm outside your house." What the fuck? I'm in the shower. Is the door unlocked? Yeah. I'm in. Okay. I'll be out in a second. I got coffee. Cool. I got out. What do you want? I was like, we don't have to be at the fucking restaurant till 9. He goes, yeah, but we have 2 new hirees coming in. And I was like, okay. Are they like waitresses? He goes, no, they're gonna work in the kitchen with us. I was like, okay. And he goes, it's gonna be a busy night. And I was like, okay. He goes, you can't yell at them. Okay, you only can yell at me because you and I will have the conversation. I was like, I'll try. He goes, I'm gonna stick one of them with you. And I was like, oh fuck me. All right, whatever. We got there. They don't have to show up till like 1 o'clock because it's not really that busy.
Yeah.
So we're drinking the coffee. We're sitting up back. I'm having a smoke. The one that I'm working with shows up. I don't know it, but he shows up 2 hours fucking early. I was like, hi man, how's it going? I was like, are you one of like the newers? They're like, yeah man, I'm really excited to work in the kitchen. I was like, oh okay. What's your name? Benjamin. Fuck. He's a really preppy dude, and I was like, oh, you're working with me. I was like, all right.
Wait, they put white people in the kitchen there?
Absolutely.
That's whack.
And I was like, all right, you're working with me today. I'm going to teach you everything. He goes, oh, man, I'm so fucking excited. And I was like, all right. I was like, what time is it? He goes, it's 10 o'clock. And I was like, you guys don't have to show up till 1 o'clock. What are you fucking doing here, dude? Well, I want to, get ahead and everything. And I was like, fuck me. Okay, this will be great.
Oh, it's that kind of dude.
That dude cracked under pressure so fucking quick.
No, you
It-
can't.
It was
Not in a
I
restaurant.
was really proud of myself. I didn't get angry. I don't think I got angry. Started piling up, people waiting outside, and I was like, listen, dude, orders gonna come in, it's gonna get pretty fucking hectic. Just don't worry. I was like, what I want you to do is something super simple. We make flatbread pizzas at appetizers. I'm gonna put you on that fucking station. And if you have any questions, tell me, I'll tell you. Alright, cool. Gets to like maybe 5 out. Then the orders start really coming in, one after the other. Boom, Joe, boom, 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 got it. Ezio, boom, 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 yep. Benjamin, 7 flatbread pizzas. Okay. Cooking this, I think I was cooking steak and everything, and I was like, how those pizzas coming up? That motherfucker finished prepping 2 pizzas in the time of me cooking 5 steaks and putting a shit ton of spaghetti in. And I was like, buddy, you gotta pick this up, my man. Like this is gonna get hectic. And I was like, we gotta keep this going. We gotta keep this going. Finally, he got it going, and I was like, okay. Finished the whole thing, and I was like, yeah, maybe we'll move you to a different station. You'll just
Flatbread pizzas ain't for you.
you'll just make salads, and then we'll start from there.
Could he handle that?
I don't know. He didn't show up to work the next day.
Did he
Yeah.
ever show up?
I don't know.
What is he? One of those dudes that's like, I want to be a culinary artist.
Kinda.
Fuck that.
And then I
You show up, you're there for the grind.
Yeah, dude.
There for
Dude,
the
I'd put on a glove, dude.
My dad
He'd
knows.
be like garden
How long
salad.
have you been cooking?
I'd grab the fucking I'd grab the fucking metal thing. Boom, boom, da da da, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
absolutely. You gotta
Dressing
keep
on
it
side. Okay, in the
It's
bag,
simple.
out the fucking door.
Because like it was cool with that. It's like
Fuck.
if you wanted to look, they put you behind the line.
Yeah.
You start with
Like,
flatbread.
I got
or-
the
and-
fucking hang
yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Like
It's hard to get at first.
I wish the dude that taught you taught me, but I know that business was closing on Main Street. Oh fuck! It was next to Egg and I. It was
Hey,
that little
Glenn.
one that we used to go to all the time as a kid. In my
Joe Catalessa.
yeah, and I know he was like getting ready because like they were like slowly losing business.
But no, he's still open. His son Johnny owns it now.
Oh, so did he retire?
And, Joe passed away a couple years ago.
Oh, he died. So he retired from life. Got it. So, I had a chance. I was a chance to work with the person, but at that point he was like, I know it was like business wasn't too good.
No, it was slower, but yeah, that's the Joe.
But like my learning cooking spans of a combined like 70 plus years because I learned from my grandfather, who's an amazing cook, and I learned from my dad and all those combined. I'm pretty confident and everything. That's why I say when we move in together, just have your mom write down the recipes. I'll bang the shit. Just make sure I can read it in English.
Don't worry, we'll work in shifts.
I know exactly because I don't
We're-
see. That's the thing. I don't like perfectly measure it out. I'm like, that looks about right.
Yeah. I feel like if
I'm
I
baking something,
moved out,
I'm absolutely.
if I moved out, I would feel forced to learn that stuff.
just ever write it down because
'Cause
I have a lot of
I
my
don't have to
grandmother's
cook
recipes.
because
and
like in
they're
my
fucking
family and like
delicious.
any Italian family, like it's not just my mom that cooks. My dad's cooking probably more than her,
Right.
and they're like switching all the time. Like I don't even have a chance to be like, oh, what do I want to make tonight? Like no, I just walk in and they're making fucking risotto or
Yeah.
they're making like pork steak. Or
Risotto is so fucking annoying sometimes.
I wouldn't know. But I ate it for lunch today.
Because I now.
But I ate it for
It's
lunch
good,
today.
dude. It's real good.
It's so good.
I definitely understand when you're watching Hell's Kitchen.
We made it
and why
with
they fuck it up
asparagus.
because it's really easy to fuck up, especially when you're under pressure.
I don't know much about making it. I'm pretty sure
Keep
it's
stirring it, man.
You have to like drain it multiple times or something.
No.
I don't really know.
You don't have to drain it.
But you
have
just
keep
have to
stirring
cook
so
it.
it doesn't burn.
Yeah.
It all depends what kind of like. I don't like the ones that make on Hell's like the pumpkin risotto or anything because I don't like anything pumpkin. What? Did you see pumpkin spice is back already?
I don't like pumpkin spice shit, but like pumpkin risotto and pumpkin soup. At least the way
No.
my parents make is fucking good, man.
Yeah, I
Or
don't,
even
I don't
just
like.
butternut
I like.
squash. Same thing, really.
Yeah.
It's tasty as hell, though.
But I know pumpkin risotto.
Yo, my mom made fucking spaghetti out of butternut squash.
Yeah.
That thing's
Me and Glenn were talking
fucking
about how the
good.
fact you can make cauliflower. You can make literally anything out of cauliflower.
You know what gnocchi are?
I fucking love no.
They're usually made out of like potato dough.
Yeah.
You make them out of squash dough, dude. They're like 10 times better.
Really?
Yeah, so fucking good.
I'll have to come over with just. I want to taste. I want to see this experience.
There's
again.
like a certain period around Christmas where we just decide to like make our own pasta and shit. Whip out the old pasta machine.
Yeah, we have one at the house.
About the old pasta.
It's-
machine.
Oh, yeah.
My grandpa wants to try it again one more time to make homemade pasta. Because I told you I made the chicken pot pie by
Right.
dough and everything. That fucking dude. Dad,
made
I
the dough and everything?
Yeah, I made the dough and everything for chicken pot pie one this past week, Dad. That was so fucking good, dude.
See,
my-
I
like, my
haven't
big
had that just
specialty-
because we don't eat that.
It's
I feel like it's more of an American thing.
I don't know.
It's not Italian.
No.
Mm-mm.
My favorite thing to make that I made in the restaurant.
Like we have taco night. That's it. Everything
Racist.
else is
I
Italian.
don't think we even have a taco night. But my favorite thing to make in the restaurant isn't even Italian. It's Roman. Spaghetti carbonara.
Mwah.
It's dude,
So good.
so fucking good. I remember when I first made it, I fucked it up just a little bit, and then it was just like I did it again. Fucking every time I make it, it's like perfection. It's so good. I love making spaghetti carbonara. I made it because Mom wanted it, and I was like, okay, I mean I can make it, and I didn't like it the first time I made it because I don't think I shredded enough cheese for it. And then the second time it turned out pretty good, and I told my mom that I'd make it again, but we had, I don't know what the fuck we had, but it was super fucking good, and it was just fucking basil, garlic, tomato sauce, chicken, and spaghetti, and that was it. Maybe some cheese on top of it. I don't know what it was, but it was so fucking delicious, dude.
Wow.
Spaghetti.
Fuck that, dude.
Spaghetti.
What?
When people say Paschetti, I want to murder them, dude.
What about spaghetti?
I mean, I used to say Paschetti as a kid. Like, me and my brother used to.
Well, whatever, man.
That's just as a kid, though. I don't say it like as a full grown to be cute. Oh, let's have some spaghetti.
Have you ever heard a full-grown adult say it?
No, because
No.
I'd probably Falcon punch him. You know who I bet says it like that? Don't say
Oh.
it. Yeah. I bet you he looks like he says it.
He's probably gonna
Yeah.
blow smoke into his eyes. Smoke a
You have any
cigarette.
fun restaurant
Smoke
stories?
a cigarette upside down.
Too many.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Do what?
The whole restaurant business is a funny story.
Look at him.
TBH.
Let's hear your best one.
Shit, I don't. There's too many to talk about, but the funniest one ever was when I was working at a breakfast restaurant. Remember in Chatham Cloud 9,
Oh my
the
god.
airport.
Oh, that place had such good pancakes.
Yeah.
That's he
and
made it.
bread. And bread, but
And
we
bread.
had a family used to come in every week, every Sunday, and their youngest son decided he didn't like our food, so they brought his own food in from McDonald's to sit in our restaurant to eat.
The
I
audacity.
fucking hate
That's so
that,
stupid.
dude. That's such.
I
that's
mean,
so
the only
disrespectful.
time I do that is if like we were walking around and like I got McDonald's and then we walked down the road to Wendy's. Like I would just eat at Wendy's if my friend's going to Wendy's to get food. you
Oh,
know
that's
what I mean?
completely different.
Yeah.
I'm saying
This
if
is
you go to a
restaurant.
restaurant and like you either order or you walk in with food, that's so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah.
Walked in with his own food.
Yeah, that place
I
was so
mean-
cool because it was built like it was an active runway,
Yeah.
little
Airport.
active runway planes and everything.
Airport.
So you could like watch the
Airport.
planes take off and everything. It was really cool, dude.
I have an airport by my house.
Is there a restaurant in it?
I don't fucking know.
Well,
It was
then,
upstairs. It was awesome. That was that place because she made everything homemade. Homemade bread.
Yeah.
Everything was homemade.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
The family brought their
ooh,
own
it was
food.
good. It was. Yeah,
Damn.
that's fucking. I hate when I see that. I've seen that a few times.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've seen it. I was.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was like, what, like, so like.
Like,
I-
what in what fucking universe does that seem okay to you?
The
What?
Like, just
who
walking
the
in
hell
with
was I
a
with?
fucking Happy Meal in a box and you're at a fucking restaurant. Throw
Yeah.
that shit away and order something. Like,
Yeah, like
That's
I
so-
forget. I was
that's
with one of my
wild.
exes. I don't know who, but we were sitting there, and one of the moms was causing a ruckus. Wasn't Karen? We're going up a level. We're going. It was a Susan.
oh,
Woo! So, causing a ruckus. The food was burnt. All right. Let's we can take it back. We'll fix it. Right? I'm sitting there. Heard the we'll take it back. We'll fix it. They fixed it. Now my son's fries are overcooked.
do you mean you take it back, you make a new one, but you just fixed it?
Yeah.
And you bring
No,
it
but this
back?
one actually did because it didn't come back for like another 20, 25 minutes. And it was like, he cooked the whole thing again.
Yeah,
Like, you could tell it was freshly made.
yeah.
And then it fucked up again. And then they fucking ordered fucking Domino's.
To the restaurant?
Yeah. And like, they didn't say, I guess she didn't say where it was because the delivery driver came in and was like, yeah, somebody ordered pizza here. And they were like, what? They was, oh, that's ours. And he goes, I'm not giving this to you. You can go outside and get it, but I'm not giving this to you. You're in a restaurant. I wish you would have told me that, because he showed her, goes, this can't be right. Like, she called him and everything. And I was like, I was sitting there and I was like, how fucked up do you have to be to send your food back twice, knowing that you're probably gonna get a free fucking meal because I had to do it again, and then order Domino's?
If I was the owner, I'd ban them. That's retarded.
I felt
That's so
fucking
stupid.
bad, dude. I went over to pay and I gave like a $40 tip. I was like, listen, give this to one of the waitresses that was over there. She fucking deserves it. Tell the fucking chef that he deserves half that too. So we'll have to split up between amongst them. Because that's fucking, that irritates the shit out of me when people do that. Like, why?
That's
And
insane.
the fact that I actually
bro.
saw it haunts me. Like,
Here's a good one. Somebody called and ordered. So, like, I got the phone, and this lady was like, hi, I need to place an order. And I was like, pick up or delivery. And she goes, eat in. And I was like, you have to place that order when you get here, ma'am.
Eat
You can't like.
What?
I was like, what? Like, you want to sit at a table? She's like, yeah. I was like, you have to come in. Our hostess will put you at a table. She's like, I know, but I need the food ready when I get there. I'm like,
What?
That's not
what
how
the
this
fuck
works.
are you talking about? Yeah, and then she was like, well, just put an order in for a large pizza and fries, and I'll just come pick it up then. I was like, okay, that's how it should be done. So I put the order in, they make it, and then I see her come in with her fucking family, pays for the pizza, and then just walks into the fucking dining room and just sits down and starts eating it. Like,
Did they get kicked out?
well, they made them move to the front tables.
Oh yeah, that's where those
But,
tables
like-
are designed for. But
But-
that's a slice.
I mean,
Not a
even,
fucking
even
low
then,
pie.
like, what the fuck is that?
I
like,
said,
I would
"What
have
the
sat there. I
fuck
would
is
have
are
sat
you
there.
just are they just avoiding like having to tip the waitresses? Like, what's up with that?
I think so.
Just eat in
Don't
your
you
fucking
usually have
car.
to, like,
just
when
eat
you
in your
pick up-
fucking car.
Don't you when you like order for pickup? Don't you usually have to like leave a tip regardless, anyways?
you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't
I mean,
have
they have
to.
You
the-
fucking should.
for the counter girls. Fuck them. They're like 14. Fuck them. They all
Dude,
suck. They're all
if
stupid.
I'm going to pick up my food, I'm not giving you a tip. If you deliver it to me, sure, I'll give you a tip. If I come to your restaurant and you put it down in front of me, I'll give you
yeah,
a
but
tip.
if you turned around, pick it up off the top of the oven,
Oh,
and
yeah,
give it to me.
I-
No, I'm not giving you a fucking tip. What did you do?
yeah,
You
what
didn't
did
do
you
nothing.
A tip is complimentary. Don't wear tight
Like,
clothes in
you,
public.
you didn't walk over to me with a 30-pound fucking tray of plates
on
like,
skates. Like the
Yeah,
fuck?
Oh my god,
guy
dude,
at
that
Sonic.
Sonic.
Boom.
That Sonic dude is so funny.
I have so many fucking.
And then all the times the waitresses, you've had this happen to you. The waitress come up, they're like, "Can you make me a grilled chicken salad?" And you're just like, "No."
they do that.
I'm like,
they
"Are you gonna
stopped
pay for it?"
Yeah, after a while they stop. because
Yeah, and
it's
they come
fucking
by and
heated.
we so like you know how like when you make an order of fries, like it's never exact, but like you measure it by the plate, so you put more in there, and then you pour it on the plate, and there's some left over. You leave it in like a bowl, right?
What the
What
fuck are
is
you
that?
eating? A burrito?
Chicken.
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 Well, so we would have a bucket of like leftover fries, but they were still good to eat. So if we made more, and
yeah.
we would put the old ones and mix them in so they got warm, and then put them down. And then whatever's left, we put in the bucket. And the fucking waitresses would come by, and like I do the same shit that I was telling you with the croutons. They walk by, they're like, and one bitch had it in her halfway in her fucking mouth. I was like, poof. It's like no.
So I don't know if
Not
I
take the
ever.
fucking
I
fries.
thought I remember telling you me working at the Italian restaurant, but they always did that, and I remember because when I tore my hamstring, and I finally was able to start working again. I was in constant pain, and on a lot of painkillers. So I was working, and I was everything just irritated me because I'm in pain. But like in the middle of like a really bad service, it was just like everything was anything that went wrong kind of went wrong, and that type of thing. And it was always busy. I came back. When you get a chance, can you drop 3 chicken nuggets? No. Why? You can order it, and then I'll drop it. I'm not fucking dropping them. I was like,
I'll drop them on the floor, bitch.
yeah. I was like, I'm busy. Well, when you're not busy, I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're not getting your
It's
fucking
like
chicken
I'm out of
fingers.
here at like 10, and the orders are here until 10:30. So
Yeah, I'm not
out of here when I'm
I'm
done.
not making this. I
Like-
was like, it hurts, okay. And I was like, we got somebody else when Benjamin didn't show up, because I told Ezio, he's like, should I call him? And I was like, no, don't, fuck him. And so we got somebody else, and I was like, and that we got somebody who was even dumber than the dumbest person I know.
Who's the dumbest person you know?
Hey, Glenn.
Nope.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
So-
what I figured.
Let me explain to you why this person's stupid.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, let's hear it.
They were on the fries and the onion rings, fried food section.
Okay.
Easiest section to do.
Easy. Yeah, easy.
Is the thing on? It's not bubbling. It'll bubble when you put something in. Oh, okay. Are you sure? I'm
I don't know. Let me think about it. Like,
I'm positive. Once
how oil works.
When I tell you
guess
drop,
they put their hand in it.
when I tell you to drop them, you'll see it's on. 5 minutes later. Ow! What the fuck? What happened? And his fucking hand, bright ass red, because he stuck his fucking finger in it to make sure.
What,
it was
like
on.
real quick?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. That's fucking hot oil.
Yeah.
Went to the hospital with I think 1st degree burns on his finger.
What a fucking dumbass.
And he's like,
Is that who I'm thinking of?
no, yeah, no, it wasn't him. I'm saying it dumber than him.
Oh.
he
and-
said, "Oh God."
And he came back. He goes, "Well, I guess I gotta get workers' comp." And Ezio's like, "No, you don't. He told you it was hot.
not at a fucking restaurant. You ain't
He
getting
told
that
you it
shit.
was hot, and you stuck your fucking finger in it willingly. No." He goes, "You gonna come back?" I guess. That kid's a trooper though. He came back the next day, hand fucking wrapped and shit. I was like, I don't know what you could do. You could just do dishes, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where to put you. I'm sorry. You fucking. I don't want to put you where you're gonna hurt yourself. Just stand there and look pretty. I was just like, who the fuck? It's hot. Have you never seen McDonald's before? Why would you stick your finger in that, dude?
That
Like,
kid's a fucking dumbass.
Like you can even feel the
and you know the worst part
temperature.
about it was, he was sober. He wasn't on drugs.
He
Wasn't
was just
smoking.
stupid.
He's just stupid.
God, dude. Guys, please don't be this stupid in real life.
And we were gonna train him because I was getting ready to leave, and I was like, please don't have him replace me. He goes, I won't, but I might have to. I was like, he stuck his finger in hot oil. You want him? No.
You want him? No.
Then the last time I talked to Ezio, I was like, is that kid still working there? He goes, no, I fired him. I was like, I couldn't
He
take it.
fired himself in the fucking oven.
Yeah, he lit himself on fire.
But it's just like, I hate when waitresses they just try to be all cute. Oh, you want to make me some chicken fingers?
No.
No.
No, when I worked at a restaurant,
We didn't know. We would tell them sometimes, put them in yourself. And they're like, okay.
Yeah.
They'd put like 2 wings or something in, and then we'd get like 3 orders of fries. I'd take it out, throw it on the fucking grill, and just like
Yeah, dude,
just fill it with fries. And they come back.
why?
Yeah, they come back like 30 minutes later. I'm like, first of all, that shit would have been burned to a crisp by now. Second of all, they're in the trash.
Somebody, one of the waiters put an order in for mozzarella sticks. And he goes, "You get an order for mozzarella sticks?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Who the fuck just orders that? I'm not off for work yet. I usually do that." No, it was me. All right, go drop them in, dude. You know where they are.
I'm laughing at that time. Remember Ben?
Yeah.
Ben, I worked with a guy named Ben. He's a big muscular dude. He worked out a lot. He bartender. He come in and like order before.
Yeah.
He put an order in it. I knew it was his. He come back and back. He goes, "Hey, I put an order in for a burger." I was like, "I know." He goes, "Where's it at?" I went, "I ate it."
It was good, dude. But like they put it in.
Damn, it was tasty.
And I knew I wasn't busy enough, but I was like, I want to see if they're gonna come back and actually take it out. Mozzarella sticks don't take that long to cook.
No, and then if you leave them in too long, it becomes a fucking sphere of cheese.
No.
And I took it out eventually, and all the cheese melted onto it. Right? It was my mozzarella sticks done. I was like, yeah, they're over there. What the fuck happened? Clean it the fuck up. This is why you don't fucking do this. Clean it the fuck up. That dude stood there for about
Like, you could
25
literally-
minutes,
bro.
putting it back into the dishwasher thing for it the cheese to come out. I was like, use a fucking fork, dude. I need 2 of them. I'm not getting the new one. So you did this. Eat your fucking soggy ass. No cheese, fucking mozzarella. That's it, dude. I'm not making another one. I don't
No,
get it.
dude.
Eat
when
your
I-
cheese with a side of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
Like,
when I
fucking-
worked at this restaurant, first off, we had a lady there that had the exact Karen haircut. I swear to God, short.
remember the chick that we saw driving?
Yeah.
Dude, it
Oh,
was short, and then it came down
Yeah,
like
me
that.
and
I was
Simone
like,
saw
bro, what the fuck? I showed it. This kid used to sell me weed, and I showed the picture to him, and he's like, bro, what the fuck? And then also, we used to have to pay for our meals, like if we wanted something to eat. Not once did I ever pay.
No.
They were like, all right, who ate what?
If
I would just go throw my plate in the back, start doing dishes, and then he'd come back and be like, yo, you have anything to eat? I'd be like, no. He'd be like, all right.
if I threw like chicken fingers in, I don't pay for it. But I know it's
That's what
gonna
I
be
would
busy,
get.
and
No,
I'm
I
gonna
just
make a
wouldn't
meal.
say anything because
Well,
I'm at the
we would-
sandwich station. I'm just make myself a cheesesteak and then.
Well, no,
turn around.
we would eat before we opened.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Because
I-
like
I eat a
I'd
big
go
meal
in
before I
like
open.
either to like half an hour to 45 minutes early.
Because we were never
to,
open
like,
for
start doing
breakfast.
shit.
We open up at like 12:30. So
mine opened up at 3:30.
really,
Yeah.
yeah,
it
we
was-
never opened up, but
it
we
was
had
open-
breakfast items. So like,
Yeah.
but we never served
Mine was a
breakfast.
seafood restaurant
We-
though,
Oh, okay.
and I smelled awful
I
every
bet.
day.
I bet. Mine
I
was
smell- so bad.
The only
Smell
reason
like
we had
fucking
breakfast-
onions.
No,
That's
it smelled like
fish.
fucking fish.
Oh, fish.
the only
I
reason we
always
had
smelled like onions when I went home.
the only reason we had fucking breakfast stuff is because I asked if he could order some breakfast items so we could just make breakfast when we show up. He goes, okay. So like we would have like if like some of the waiters would come in and like the ones I actually liked, I'd make them breakfast. And then the ones that actually I didn't like, where's mine? Dunkin' Donuts is right there, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
fuck
like you. Like the fuck.
Fuck you. Go to
Like,
Dunkin'.
I'm never calling and be like, yo, I'm making pancakes, eggs, and everything. You guys want some? Yeah, bust that shit out, dude. Boom, boom, boom. We're just sitting there eating, just having a good time, talking about whatever happened the night before.
What's the time at?
55.
Beautiful. This has been fun. I enjoy talking. I have so many stories about the restaurant.
I did not have a lot. I'm sorry, guys.
One day, Simone is going to talk about restaurant stories in Italian to each other while you guys talk about something else, and everybody's going to be super confused. But no, this has been fun. I really enjoyed this. Until we see you again next time, we'll see you guys in the bathroom.